Alright y'all, welcome back to the channel and to some more turkey patterning, and today we've got a combo that we haven't tested yet, but it's one that I definitely have some pretty decent hopes for. It's been a while since we've tested any of this particular ammunition, and when I was going through the ammo cabinet the other day, selecting some stuff to bring out here and make videos on, these kind of stuck out and I figured, hey, we'll bring this combo out and see what it can do, because it should give us some pretty decent results. But as for the loads we're going to run today, I brought out some more of the Kinetic Gunwerks 410 turkey shells. They are a 410 3-inch 7/8 ounce of number 9 TSS shot, moving about 1100 feet per second. We've tested our fair share of kinetic stuff, and they're usually some of the best. They've all given us some great patterns, including these 410s, but we haven't run them through this specific choke combo today, so we'll see what they can give us. But as for the setup we're going to run them in, I brought out the Mossberg 500 410 Turkey. It's got a 24-inch barrel on it, and for that choke, we've got a Trulock TSS Turkey 385 in here. This choke's given us several nice results now from our previous testing with it, and we know that Trulock makes some good chokes, so in theory this combo should work out rather well together. But as for today's test, everything is set up the same as usual. I've got the turkey target at 40 yards and the chronograph so we can get our velocity. So let's get you guys a view of that target and see how the Kinetic 7/8 ounce 9s can do through this Trulock 385. Got some decent hopes for it, but let's take our shot and see what we get. Alright, so that shell gave us 1160 through the chrono. The boss claim is 1100, so we are a little bit above what they're saying we should be, but still mid 1100s is perfectly fine. So nothing I'm worried about up here for velocity, but let's go check out how they patterned. Alright, so now we're down here at our 40-yard paper, and we definitely have a pretty nice pattern to work with here, that's for sure. Now right off the bat, I'm still testing these different turkey targets rather than the birchwood cases, and so far, these are definitely cheaper, but they pretty much do the same thing, where they kind of halfway flake off, especially with the smaller shot sizes like this. They're right on the edge of being decent, but I don't know, I still got to touch them up so you guys can see the target a little bit better. Either way, we have a pretty nice looking core going on down here. I might have been just a touch low on the paper, but mostly everything is right there. Nice hot core area, nice even core area as well. So that is absolutely 40-yard capable all day long. And most of the rest of our pattern is tucked right up around the edges of the bottom of that turkey paper there. It still keeps a relatively even pattern all the way out to the edges until you get way out to the very outskirt pellets. Then we have a couple little straggly bits. There's a flyer over there all the way on the left, a little bit of splotchy stuff down at the bottom, and a few other little pellets around the edge, but still nothing too major. Overall, that's a very capable 40-yard 410 pattern. I definitely wouldn't hesitate to hunt with that combination at all. Once again, seems like both the kinetic shells and that Trulock choke are some good performers. There's not really much to complain about with it being a 410 pattern. I don't know that it's the #1 best 410 pattern we've ever gotten, but realistically, you don't really need much tighter of a pattern than that. That's got a nice hot core, but it still gives you a little bit of leeway to work with, and there's really not a ton of voids in it either, which can be something that is a little bit tricky sometimes in 410, is having the pellet count be as low as it is and not having voids. And really there isn't anything in there that I'm concerned about, again, until you get all the way to the very outskirt pellets. So yeah, not really much to complain about with that kind of a pattern there. If we were to draw a circle around the entire thing, the edges might make it a little bit funny of a shape, but still everything is right there where you want it to be. I think it pretty well speaks for itself, and if you needed it to, or you misjudged your range a little bit, you could still push that to 45 yards and probably even 50 as well and get the job done. So really not bad at all for a 410 load. That's going to absolutely get the job done any day of the week. And here's the wad from that shell. Very standard design, nothing fancy about it. Nothing stuck down in there, which is good for a 410. Here recently we've had a lot of these wads have pellets stuck in them. This one does not. No major damage, maybe a little snag up here on this pedal, but nothing major. Overall, looks perfectly fine. Nothing I'm concerned about here. Alright y'all, well, what did you think about that performance right there? Overall, just a solid 410 turkey hunting pattern. I definitely wouldn't hesitate to use it, that's for sure. That's easily a 40+ yard capable pattern all day long. I really like the core area. It's nice and even right there on that turkey paper. There's no major voids or anything in it. And really, even when it comes to flyers, you might have a couple little straggly pellets, barely around the edges, but there's nothing major there still. It didn't throw them all over all the way to the corner of the paper or anything like that. So I think the load handled itself well, and that choke definitely did not do anything weird to it. So it's just a pretty good combination overall. That's going to get the job done any day of the week. If you put your bead on them or your red dot on them and pull the trigger, that's going to get you the turkey with it. So it looks pretty good for a 410 load, that's for sure. But leave all your thoughts down below. Is that about what you expected to see? Were you a little surprised one way or the other? Have you tested any of these Kinetic 410 turkey loads? And if so, what kind of results have you seen? Is this a pattern or combination you would hunt with? Or would you still want to see it a little tighter or a little more open or anything like that? And what other combinations do you want to see us run with either those Kinetic 410 loads or that Trulock 385 choke? Let me know all that down below. But with that being said, I've got some more testing to get done for you guys, so I'm going to get back to it. As always, we have the channel Instagram as well as the mailbox where you can send stuff if you'd like. All the information will be in the description if you're interested in it, but I'm going to get back to it, so I'll see y'all in the next one.